I look like someone who's just come back from the salon? Fenty hair salon? Fenty hair. This is Fenty product in my hair. That is the edge control in my hair. Let's get into it. So I booked an appointment to have a voluminous style that I chose on the website. The salon does say that it caters to all hair textures, as do the products, allegedly. So I was feeling confident. So I came in today, 10 o'clock, and I sat down in the chair. The hairstylist didn't really say hello to me. She didn't really acknowledge me. It was very, very weird. The girl at the reception did, but as soon as she handed me over to my actual black stylist, I was like, hi. She was like, hi. And I was just like, oh, just to let you know, my hair is natural. It was chemically treated a few months ago, well, like about 6 months ago, but it's grown out now. But my hair is mostly natural and it's a pixie cut. I was basically doing the consultation for her. Like, she didn't once ask me a question about my hair. Not a single question before she wasn't interested in my hair before she actually started pulling out the product. Like, there wasn't any consultation at all. She showed me the product. She doesn't really talk me through what the product does or how the chemicals work to treat the hair or to strengthen the hair. She just gives me a very vague summary of it, and then she just starts putting it in my hair. And then she started applying heat to my hair. It's like she didn't know how to blow dry natural hair. It was very bizarre. I believe that from the moment I showed up in front of her, she was just annoyed at the prospect of having to do my hair. She started to blow dry my hair, but she didn't have the correct blow drying tools. And I did mention this to her. I was like, why don't you have the proper blow drying tools for Afro kinky hair? And she was just like, oh, these are the only ones we were given. I did ask, but they didn't give them to us. I was like, okay, fine. You can definitely make it work. But she wasn't making it work. She was literally dragging the comb from the root of my hair down to the ends as she was applying the heat. And I did mention, I was just like, hey, my head is tender-headed, but also it's really supposed to be from the tip to the root. We'll come back to what she said about that later on. So she did the blow dry. It was a very, very mid blow dry. In fact, it was barely a blow dry because a lot of my roots were still in its kinkiest texture. It wasn't actually in its blown out form, which you need for it to be straightened. But also I have a red carpet tonight. So I was like, I'm definitely gonna sit here and do my hair. Never gonna come here ever again. So once the blow drying was done, she brought out the straighteners. The straightening was looking really good. My hair was looking really healthy. And I made sure I did a protein treatment, moisture treatment, washed my hair thoroughly the night before so that when I came in, we're good to go. So straightening the hair, and I noticed, I was like, oh wow, she's really good with the straighteners because I'm not feeling anything on my scalp. I'm not feeling any heat on my scalp. Come to find out, when she starts getting to the front and I can see her better, she's actually not even straightening the roots. She's just avoiding them completely. And when it was brought up, she was like, oh, I don't want to burn your scalp, or I don't want to get heat on your scalp. And it's like, but if you're a professional stylist, you should know how to be able to straighten natural hair without getting heat on the scalp. So as I started to really push back on these issues, she kind of got an attitude, and she was like, listen, your hair's natural, so that's why it's gonna be harder for you. It's natural hair, and at the end of the day, it's not gonna be like someone else's hair. Even if I straighten it, it's gonna lose all of the straightened texture because your hair's natural. It's just gonna revert. And I'm like, if you are a qualified hairstylist for black hair, you should know how to do a blow dry and straightening, which is basically the latter half of a silk press, and that hair should withhold that heat for at least 2-3 days. Some people, their silk press can last them a week or more. Obviously, it's down to upkeep. And to be fair, I am liking the little waves and the texture and the curls and stuff. And then I do mention to her, hey, the way you're combing my hair, you're combing it straight from the root down to the tip. Again, this was mentioned before, by the way. This is not the first time I've pushed back. I was pushing back a lot, which is why she was catching an attitude. And so she said, there's nothing wrong with the tips of your hair, it's healthy. And I'm like, yeah, like, even if it's healthy, you're still not supposed to be combing from. It's very much giving the aunties on, like, you know, if you go to Peckham or any of these places to do your hair and they're just combing it straight like that, because they don't care about natural hair. They don't care about the safety, protecting it. They don't care about the breakage. They don't even care that it's connected to your scalp and it could be hurting you. They just don't care. It's almost like they're angry at the natural hair. I was like, no, you're supposed to do it like gradually, building up from here, here, and then getting to the actual root and at the scalp area. And she was just like, look, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt when we're doing your hair because your hair's natural. If your hair was relaxed like mine, it wouldn't be that bad. This is getting really long. Join me for part 2. And she was just like, look, you have natural hair, so yes, it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt when we're doing your hair because your hair's natural. If your hair was relaxed like mine, it wouldn't be that bad. I have never felt like such an inconvenience just because my hair's natural. I felt such an inconvenience. The way she spoke to me made me feel like I was just wasting her time because I had natural hair. I felt so like just an inconvenience, like, oh, you ugly nappy-headed girl, like, why did you think you were gonna come here and get a nice style session? That's literally what it was giving. It was giving, what made you think? She was like, yeah, like, when you go on our website, just because it says that these styles are applicable, like, we're not even supposed to be putting heat on natural hair. Like, if you come and get heat damage, then you're gonna say it's my fault. And I'm like, there's ways to straighten black hair, 4C hair, without giving it heat damage. That's up to you. If that's up to your qualifications, you should be able to do that. Luckily, I don't care too much about heat damage. I mean, my hair's in a pixie. Like, I cut my hair very often, but it was a sham. It was an absolute sham. She then put the edge control, Fenty hair edge control in my hair. As you can see, I don't know where the edges are being controlled. Not sure. All it's done is left white residue in their hair, and it's also made my hair like sticky and like clumpy and a little bit itchy, actually, right here. Just not nice. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I've got a red carpet tonight, but either way, like, Fenty hair, super disappointing. If you say that you are a salon and a hair care provider that is for all textures, then be that. If you can't do it, don't do it. Don't say that you can do it. I'm so tired of these hairstylists and these hair companies, also hair salons, being like, oh, come in. Yes, we can do all textures. And then us black girls with 4C hair come out traumatized and our scalps are hurting and our hair looks like crap. We should be able to go in a salon that says it's for all textures and come out with our hair actually looking good. Like, be so for real. I mean, I guess it's still straight, so that's proved her wrong. Fenty hair, please. Like, this kind of product does not work for us. Don't say it works for us when it doesn't. Please do better.